Grand Rising, rich rising, blessings to all. I have a few candles that I need to dress. I figured I'd come here and dress them on camera with you guys. So these are just a few of the candles that I use. Some have writing on them, some are plain so that I can just put whatever intention. Currently, I'm just taking the candles and cleansing them with the incense to remove the energy that came with it, so that I'm starting with the fresh slate. Right. Ruda candle. Rue is really good for luck and for money. It's also good for protection and cleansing. So we also have a rosemary candle. Rosemary is very good for protection and cleansing. It's also good with bringing in wealth and prosperity. And if you need new kinds of wealth, new prosperity, new job, you want to raise anything to that effect, you will, you would use one of these candles. I use them in conjunction. So, of course, I'm going to dress it with a little bit of red rosemary. I have some actual root, the herb. And I have my own blend that I already prepared and, prayed over. So I'll be using those for this candle. And I'm going to add in a little bit of sandalwood. So the first thing I'm going to do too, I know some people don't like this method, but I like to clean my candles out. It's very important to start with a clean, cleansed slate. And we're just going to clean out the top. And when you're cleaning the candle, you clean away from you, because you're removing. Make sure you pull it away. And then we're going to make some holes. And I can't find my screwdriver that I usually use, so I'm just going to use the scissors that I normally use. And we'll make, I want to work right now with the number 5. Use your judgment, whatever you feel led, whatever number you feel led to use. And then for this one, for the rosemary, I'm going to do 9. Okay. And then I'll just take out this little bit of candle wax. Put this down to the side. Alright, so I like to start with my oils first. I will be starting with the Van oil from the Ashe shop. A little goes a long way. You do not need to drown your candles. I just put a little bit on the edges, and then I will counterclockwise bring it around, because what I'm trying to do is remove any negative energy or negative forces. All right. So that was the Van oil, which is really good for cleansing and protection. I'm going to add a little bit of rosemary on top. Remember, pray and to add your intentions when you are adding these herbs. And a little goes a long way. If you overdress your candles, you will set them on fire. And you'll think that you had an adverse reaction or something went wrong. That's not true. It's just that you put too much herbs and oils. Right, and then we'll add a little bit of sandalwood. Make sure you pray over your herbs. Like, don't just throw a bunch of herbs in here and think you did something. It's your intention, your ashe that goes into this that really, helps you manifest these things. And again, a little goes a long way. You don't need a whole lot. And if you notice that when you're doing it, like, if you see what I did, I have it really close to the wick. So what I'll do, I have nails. But if you don't have nails, just take whatever you're using and move it from the wick. You see what I'm doing? I'm just moving it away so that it won't catch. Because the idea is not to have this candle catch on fire and then all the work that you did was pointless because the energy was wasted. Not to say that sometimes, you don't still get a good outcome, but, you want to be able to start with the best so that you can have the best outcome, the best sleep. So that, and then the protection blend that I already made, I showed you earlier, just a little bit. If you're trying to protect yourself, the herbs you will use are different from the herbs if you were trying to protect your business, if you're trying to protect your, like the physical home. So make sure you do your research. There's nothing wrong with researching and doing. So this candle right here is a rosemary candle. Rosemary candles are really good for protection. They're good for cleansing, healing, and purification. So I like to keep a rosemary candle burning in my house. I also use these brown candles for house grounding, for peace, and for stability. So for the peace, I like to add in some lavender. And I actually have some fresh lavender that somebody sent to me. So I will show you what I'm using. So this is fresh lavender. So for this candle, for these two candles, they're very similar. They are similar to this candle. They offer protection as well. But I'm a fire sign. I'm a fire baby, so working with fire works great for me. So for this candle, we're going to do some, similarly what we did with the last candle. Add a little bit of the Van. Don't do too much. You don't need a whole lot. A little goes a long way. And just, you know, swirl it around. And then we'll add some of these protection herbs to it. And just a little bit more rosemary. And remember, keep it away from the wick. So we have this. These are good. I'm going to add some prayers, since these are plain. I'm going to add some prayers and some symbolism to them that's, you know, directly related to my family. But you can choose to buy the ones that already come with the symbolism. That's usually the ones you find like at the Botanica. They usually have like whatever you need on it already. I personally, though, like to add my own because it, you know, it's all about putting your energy into it. So the more you make this component yours, the better. And I almost forget to add the lavender. The lavender is great for peace. And then, you know, this is one of the things you can make pretty. So I'm going to add a little bit of blue glitter. Why blue on a brown candle? Because blue is great for calm. It's good for peace. This brown orange is good for grounding. It's good for matters of the home. It's good for stability. So that's why I did brown for my home protection candles. And then we have this one we're going to add. We'll do a little bit of blue glitter in this one as well. Just to make it pretty. You know, when you see something pretty full of glitter, I don't know about you, but it catches my eye. So I start to pay attention. So that's the point, you know, to make this pretty, but effective. And again, everything you do is not going to be gorgeous. It's not always going to be pretty. Some things you know, sort of like a knuck if you buck, right? All right, so now we have this Ruta candle. This Ruta candle is really, really good because it helps open the roads and clear any negativity and blockages when it comes to your money, when it comes to your finances, your prosperity, the wealth, even in your business. It's really good for bringing in, you know, what you need. So I use this as not only to cleanse and remove negativity, but to bring in and attract the abundance that I'm looking for in my personal life. So for this one, we're going to start with our Abundant Life oil. You can go to thebougiegoddess.com and order your own abundance oil. Trust me, it's done wonders. And you know, you just add enough. Because I have the squeezy top, I'm able to do it directly into the holes. And I have a few other money oils that I'm just going to add. Not crazy, not a lot. Because remember, you don't want this thing to catch on fire. And then you think that, you know, oh my goodness, everything went horrible. And it's like, no. Nothing went horribly. It's just that you put too much. So just pay attention when you're doing it. Again, this is going to be for removing any negativity and cleansing regarding your finances and your business. This is directly related to your money, your wealth, and your business. People use rue for a lot of things. Rue is also used to break hexes, to uncross. There's a lot of reasons people use rue. Personally, I think it works best when it comes to money and to cleansing that aspect of your life. So I showed you earlier, got some rue. I'm going to open this up. And what you want to do is make sure that you set your intention. So you set your intention, you feel the energy, and then you pray. You tell this herb what it is that you need from it. Then you add that to the candle. Again, not too much. I don't want to hear nobody talking about their whole house went up on fire because they tried to dress a candle. You don't need a lot, and make sure you keep it away from the wick. Fenugreek is good for money matters. So I'm going to add a little bit of fenugreek to this. You can use the actual fenugreek or the powdered, which is usually called methi. This is chamomile. Chamomile is good not only to attract money, but to keep the money. A lot of people make money, but they can't keep it. As quick as it comes, it's as quick as it goes. So you want to pray not only to get it, but to keep it. Chamomile is good for that. And then we'll add a little bit of our protection blend, because what we're doing is cleansing and removing the negativity surrounding our business. So we want to keep it protected. So this is not only to remove negativity with your business or your finances or your job, but it's to keep it protected. So that as the money comes to you, it stays with you. And the last little thing I'm going to add is cinnamon sugar, so that when the money comes, it comes from sweet sources. You don't want money just from anybody. You want sweet sources, so you don't have drama. And so this is our Ruda candle. You could have did it with just a plain green candle as well, and then just wrote in everything and put your own symbolism. Again, I like to do that a lot too. But I had these on hand, so I figured, hey, might as well use it. And I might as well show you guys how to use it, right? And yes, I do. I make candles. I make custom candles. I also dress taper candles. So that's another service that I have where you could just get a taper candle and I'll dress it for you and send it out. It's not the same as the candles that I create, because those have my ashe, my energy from the very beginning until the end, till I send it off to you. So there is a lot more work, a lot more energy. Those sit on my altar, those charge. It's a lot more that goes into those, but they're both great options. So feel free to DM me, to email me, and make sure you check out the bougiegoddessexperience.com. The last one I'm going to address with you guys, this is the Attract. It's an attraction candle. So it's to attract all good things. It has happiness, good luck, work, love, and health. So this is just really to attract all good things into your life. And I like to start this one, again, you use whatever number you feel, whatever you feel spirit is leading you. 5 is a good number for me. 5 is a fixed number. So when you're trying to fix something, when you want it to stay put, it's also good for manifestation. You know, you work with your people, they'll let you know what they want you to do. Just keep your ear to your guides, your ancestors, and they will guide you. And lastly, for this attraction candle, I'm going to add Endless Attraction Oil by the Ashe Shop. Okay, I don't know why this one isn't coming out. This is a brand new one. Usually doesn't happen. Ashley's oils are great from the Ashe Shop, so don't feel fearful about getting them. She has some great things. Okay, so we're just going to pop that top off and just, okay. Don't do what I just did. I just put way too much. Okay. So we got that around. Put the top back on. I have another fast luck oil, because whatever you're attracting, you want it to come quickly. So you want to attract it quickly. You don't want to have to wait a whole year for these great things to come to you. You want them now. These are your blessings and you need them now, right? That was so corny. And then we have some Come To Me powder. Right? So we'll add some of that. And that is a clockwise. When you're doing things in a clockwise manner, it's because you want to bring them and attract them to you. So do that in a clockwise manner. And then I also have, this is my blend. It's a money blend. So since we are trying to attract all good things, we'll add in some of this money powder. Clockwise direction, because you're trying to attract. And then I have my love powder. Clockwise again. Again, these things, even if you don't see them on my site, you can always DM and reach out to me. I definitely will be able to work with you, you know. Some things I don't put on the site because I don't know if there's a need for it. But you can always reach out if you see something that I use. And I'll let you know if I make it or if I can point you in the right direction to someone else. And then we have our money oil, our abundant life. So that's not just for abundance in terms of wealth. It's going to attract all the abundance and the prosperity to you, which includes your wealth. And then our Love Jones oil. We'll add a little bit of this because we want that love flowing in. And here you have it. I'm probably going to add a little bit of glitter on top. I do have a little bit of pink and red glitter. I'll add that to make it pretty. And here you go. We have some beautiful dressed candles ready to go sit on the altar and do their work. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I really appreciate it. I hope that this was helpful. Hope you were able to gain some things. If you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me. Enjoy your Friday. Happy Venus Day. Peace.